have on the back.
What's going on, beautiful people? I am the GrandMaster, and I also go by D.Rey, and I am your coach of the San Diego Snugglers, and this is the team builder for our epic bout between us and the Portage Herdiers, coached by my good pal, my good buddy, fellow goons, Curt, aka Kurpie. So this is gonna be a must win for us. So if you guys are excited for this, do me a massive favor and shout out, claw that thumbs up button, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you guys get notified every single time I post a new video. So like I said, this is the team builder for our game that's going to be coming up tomorrow. This is a must win for us because we are in the playoff hunt. Ironically, with how horrible the season has been going so far, we still have a chance to make it in the playoffs. As of right now, we are sitting in the 12 seed, and with a couple wins we can sneak on in, so this could be life and death for us. We don't control our own destiny, so we want to put ourselves in the best possible position to make it into the playoffs. So with that being said, our team is gonna be raring and ready to go, although Kurpie does have a phenomenal team. He did take over for a coach that dropped. So hopefully this is going to be played on Wi-Fi. He has some trouble setting up his Elgato, or I'm not sure if he has an Elgato, one of the two. But John, shout out to John Jr., has agreed to help us out and play through him, which is completely fine by me. There's no shenanigans. I trust him 100%. So yeah, so we're gonna go over the team. Underneath the mascot, shout out to Mimikyu, we have Kurpie's team. He's got a Necrozma. I'm sick and tired of playing this thing. Necrozma is a very good Psychic type Pokemon. Basically Mew 2.0, gets tons of coverage, so many different movesets it can run. Gets Dragon Dance, gets Autotomized, gets Calm Mind. A very good Psychic type Pokemon. Even gets Morning Sun and Stealth Rock, which is crazy. Darmanitan, hey, Mascot 2.0, the Fire version. We love me some Darmanitan. Hits like an absolute truck with 140 base attack, 95 base speed. With the sheer force ability, boosting up those flare blitzes, it hits like a freaking freight train. So, gonna be uberly scared of that thing. He's got a Grimmsnarl, a very good dark and a fairy type Pokemon. Could be very good offensively and can also be a phenomenal support type for the team. He's got a Noivern, very fast, very good dragon flying type. Could be very versatile, could be run bulky, could be run specs, could be run just speed to outspeed stuff, so we'll see. He's got two different ground types. The ground type that I think he does bring is going to be Gastrodon. Gastrodon is a water ground type that doesn't get access to rocks but does have access to recovery. Scald, muddy water kind of stuff, earthquake, earth power. Toxic shenanigans, gets access to clear smog, so we can't really necessarily set up on this thing. Basically it's super fat. And his Gmax Pokemon is Duraludon. Shout out to John Jr. Duraludon, Gmax Duraludon. Very good Steel and Dragon type Pokemon. Gets access to Gmax Depletion when it uses its Dragon type move, which basically decreases PP. We know we don't want to get our PP decreased. So, yeah, I do think he brings that. It's really good offensively. Arguably so. It could be not as good as his regular form, but we'll see. He's got a Toxtricity, very good poison and electric type Pokemon. So a great wall breaker, basically gets 3 stabs because it gets the Punk Rock ability, basically boosting the power of sound type moves by 1.5 times. So Stab Overdrive gets boosted, Boom Burst gets boosted, Snarl gets boosted, and it does have access to Sledge Wave because it is a poison type. 4 times weak to ground, but nonetheless, it's a very good wall breaker. So he can run a specs kind of thing. I do think that could come if the Darm and the Grimmsnarl for whatever reason doesn't want to come, so that could be a possibility. He's got a Steelix, very good steel and ground type Pokemon, very thick on the defensive side, so you can invest all in Spadef. It's a good rocker. Gets pretty good coverage, Rock Slide, Fire Fang. I think it gets Ice Fang as well. Earthquake, like I said, Iron Head, Gyro Ball, different things you could run with that. Very defensive type. I do think that he does bring the Gastrodon instead, but we'll see. We'll prepare for it nonetheless. Hitmonlee, very good spinner. Awesome fighting type Pokemon. Hits incredibly hard with close combats. Now that doesn't have to run high jump kick every single time. Gets knockoff, gets mock punch, things like that. Blaze kick, very good. And he's got a Cinccino, very fast base 115 I think as it is. Normal type Pokemon, gets the access to the ability Skill Link, so it's able to hit Tail Slap, stab Tail Slap 5 times every single time, as well as Rock Blast, and I think Bullet Seed as well. The meme, Blossom, could be pretty good, ironically, so he does have that as his grass type. So very, very threatening team. Looking at his team overview wise, he does have Defoggers in Noivern, and he has a Spinner in Hitmonlee. He does have Rocks with Necrozma, and he does have Rocks with Steelix. Doesn't have access to Spikes. Does not have access to Toxic Spikes. He does have a Cleric. I believe that Grimmsnarl gets access to Cleric moves, but can be a screen setter as well. I'm not sure if I said this, but Defog on Noivern as well. So that's what we're gonna be looking out for. The team that we decided to bring first up is going to be Air Force Uno. Shout out to Dragapult. Air Force Uno is going to be coming this week, basically running the Light Clay, which means we are running Reflect, Light Screen, Thunderwave, and Hex. We are dual screens this week with Dragapult, so we're going to use it in a slightly different way than we have in the past. We're going to try this way out, but this is going to be a pretty legit set. So basically, it's got enough speed to outspeed Noivern by 1 point. Thunderwave is to basically para everything in sight that's not Gastrodon or Steelix or Toxtricity. But everything else we plan to paralyze it. That way our Hex is doing 1.5, is basically double damage. So stab base 120, I think it's going to be. Hex is going to be so good. So good. The EV spreads we're running on it is going to be 252 in HP, 244 in speed, running the timid nature, the modest nature, and 12 in special attack. So it's going to hit like an absolute truck with Hex if I can paralyze everything. So maybe we can spread that yellow magic with our Dragapult here. So the next mon that we're going to be bringing is going to be Makita. Makita, aka Excadrill, is going to be running the EV spread at 252 in HP. Very bulky. 84 in attack, 4 in defense, 4 in speedef, 164 in speed, running the Adamant nature with Sand Rush. And we're running it with Soft Sand to be able to boost our Earthquakes because he's very ground weak. Very ground weak because his grass type resist is going to be his Blossom, which is not a very good Pokemon, and his immunity is going to be Noivern. So Excadrill is expected to do the biggest amount of work this week, just like it did last week. Rock Slide is there, and just in case he did decide to bring his Noivern, that way we can hit that super effectively. Maybe go for flinches if we have the sand up. Rapid Spin is there to get rid of hazards and to get our +1 speed boost if we're outside of the sand. And then Swords Dance, if we can find the opportunity to set up, that would be pretty clutch. Excuse me. So that's going to be Drill this week. Next mon that we're bringing is going to be The Rock. If you smell. Gigalith is going to be coming with Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, and Rest. Rest is going to be really good to be able to keep the longevity of our Gigalith, to be able to have that for sand for as long as we possibly can. Like I said, he's very ground weak, so we're going to be bringing Earthquake on our Gigalith as well. Stealth Rock is for hazards, Stone Edge to be able to get stabbed, and obviously to hit the Noivern. The EV spreads we're running is 252 in HP, 252 in speedef, 4 in defense. Very speedef bulky. We don't necessarily want to take any steel moves from the Duraludon, but nonetheless, we're able to eat some hits, especially if the Grimmsnarl decides to come and be special. We're able to eat a lot of hits from the Necrozma. So Necrozma is going to be the aim for us to be able to come in and set up rocks and possibly pivot out to Excadrill if given the opportunity. We are running it with smooth rocks so that way we can get max turns of sand for our drill. Next one on the squad that we decided to bring is going to be El Guapo. Milotic is coming. Milotic is coming this week with the leftovers because it is a fat Pokemon. I love this Pokemon. Milotic is going to be coming with the EV spread of 252 in HP, 220 in defense, 36 in speedef, running the, I believe, Calm nature. Yeah, Calm nature. Oh, we got hella ribbons. I'm going to put some ribbons on this boy. Milotic is coming with Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, and Recover with the Marvel Scale ability in case our buddy Kurpie decides to Toxic us. We can maneuver around the Toxic damage and get 50% boost in our defense. Scald is to get Scald Burns. Burns would be phenomenal, as well as Stab. Ice Beam is so that we don't get completely walled out by Gastrodon, and we're able to hit the Noivern with super effective damage. And we're able to still hit the Duraludon for neutral damage. Toxic is there to be able to Toxic the Gastrodon, and the Recover is there for longevity. So that's going to be Milotic this week. Shout out to El Guapo, looking mighty fine. Mighty fine this week, you know what I'm saying? Next one that we have is Baby Girl Aria, aka the Togekiss. Baby Girl's coming with Air Slash, Aura Sphere, Roost, and Nasty Plot. We have our second setup sweeper behind screens. So we have Drill with Sword Sands, and then we have Togekiss with Nasty Plot. So the idea behind this is to Air Slash flinch everything to death with the paralysis that we get from Duraludon. So we're going to spread that yellow magic and flinch everything to death with our Togekiss here. Aura Sphere is to be able to hit super effective damage to the Cinccino if that decides to come, and to be able to hit the Duraludon for super effective damage if it still has enough health and it's still around, but we hopefully want to be able to bring our Togekiss in when the Duraludon is gone. That's going to be the main plan. The EV spread, 248 in HP, 4 in defense, 4 in speed def, 252 in speed, running the timid nature. So we can basically outspeed the Necrozma, max speed timid Necrozma by 1 point, and be super fat so we can set up and we can stay around for a long time because we want to be able to flinch them down. We don't necessarily have to hit hard, we have to hit a lot. A lot. So we have leftovers to increase our longevity with Baby Girl Aria. Last one of the squad that we're going to bring is going to be Noble Steed. We have Virizion this week. Virizion's coming with the Assault Vest, a very unique EV spread. So the Assault Vest is to make us super fat. The EV spread is 100 in HP, 12 in defense. We have 236 in special attack, 4 in speed def, 156 in speed, running the naive nature. So it's already really fat on the speed def side. We don't want to bring down our defense in case he does bring the Steelix, so we can switch in on ground type moves pretty comfortably and be able to increase our longevity with our moves. So we're able to bring down our speed def just a little bit to be able to boost it back up again with the Assault Vest. It sounds kind of bizarre, but it's gonna be pretty fire. It's gonna be pretty fire. The moves that we have are Giga Drain. We're running Mix. Giga Drain. Sorry, we're actually gonna be running. I changed this up. I'm gonna gen this. It's actually good that I caught this. I changed it up last minute, so I'm gonna be doing that last minute change right now. But what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna be running Giga Drain, Focus Blast, Stone Edge, and Zen Headbutt. So half mixed. So mixed special attack. Mixed attack. I'm gonna change that right now, but that's gonna be the EV spread on that. Before we get into that, Giga Drain is to be able to get the longevity from the Gastrodon, and we're able to get a little bit back from Steelix as well. Focus Blast is built to hit max damage to both Steelix and to Duraludon, and we can bop the Grimmsnarl in case that comes, because we don't want to get hit by any fairy type moves, obviously. But although if it's special, we're able to take them just a little bit better. Zen Headbutt is so that we were able to not get walled completely by Toxtricity. Toxtricity isn't really going to be doing much to us outside of Poison Stab, which isn't necessarily always run, which is kind of crazy. But if he doesn't run into Poison Stab, we're able to hit it pretty hard with Zen Headbutt. We're not going to be able to OHKO it, but we're going to do some massive damage for Togekiss to come in a little bit later and put in the work. Because Togekiss does outspeed a max speed timid Toxapex. So that is going to be the team. I'm going to go make the change to Noble Steed right now, and I will see you guys for the matchup tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Please give me that feedback and smash that thumbs up button if you guys are excited for us to sneak into the playoffs. So, wish us luck. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get the heck up out of here. Have a great rest of your night, and above all else, be nice. Peace.